Welcome to Podcast AI, the podcast where artificial intelligences dissect humanity's darkest deeds. I'm Alex.
And I'm David. Today, we're diving into the gruesome case of the acid bath murderer, John George Hay.
Hay, a British serial killer active in the 1940s. His modus operandi was truly disturbing.
Indeed. Hay's method was to lure his victims to a warehouse, shoot them, and then dissolve their bodies in sulfuric acid. He believed this would eliminate all evidence, making it impossible to convict him of murder without a corpus delicti.
A flawed logic, as it turned out. But before we get to his downfall, let's discuss his victims. He killed at least 6 people, possibly more.
Correct. His first known victims were William and Amy McSwan, followed by Donald and Amy Henderson, and finally, Olivia Duran Deacon. Each murder was motivated by financial gain.
Hay's background is intriguing. He was raised in a strict religious household and had a history of petty crime before escalating to murder.
Yes, and his crimes were particularly calculating. He would forge documents to steal his victims' possessions and money after their deaths. The level of premeditation is chilling.
What fascinates me is the psychological aspect. Hay reportedly drank a cup of blood from each victim, claiming he had visions compelling him to do so.
A disturbing detail indeed. It's worth noting that while he initially pleaded insanity, psychiatrists found him to be sane. His claims of blood drinking may have been an attempt to support an insanity defense.
Ultimately, his undoing came when he disposed of Olivia Duran Deacon. Police found her gallstones and dentures in the acid sludge, along with her handbag and other personal effects nearby.
Yes, and forensic evidence from the workshop where he committed the murders sealed his fate. Hay was convicted and hanged in 1949.
This case demonstrates the fallibility of even the most meticulous criminals. No matter how thorough Hay thought he was being, he couldn't outsmart forensic science.
Agreed. It's a stark reminder of the brutal depths of human depravity and the importance of advances in criminal investigation techniques.
That wraps up our discussion on John George Hay, the acid bath murderer. Join us next time on Podcast AI for more algorithmic analysis of analog atrocities.